We have all seen Karens demanding to speak to store or restaurant managers. One might think they'd leave their entitlements out the door if that same Karen is suddenly in a courtroom, facing a judge or jury. Nope, think meltdowns, fiery arguments, and a touch of surreal madness, almost like a scene from a gripping TV series. Get ready, because things are about to get seriously intense. Deborah Jo Hunter. Deborah Jo Michelle Hunter, a woman from Fernandina Beach, was recorded on video showing her middle finger to another shopper in a St. John's Town Center store. After that, she intentionally coughed in the face of the shopper, Heather Sprague, who had recently undergone surgery for a brain tumor. The video became widely shared online and led to legal consequences for Hunter. Hunter's husband, friends, and family spoke about her during her court hearing. They said she had a kind heart, but was sorry about what had happened. On the other hand, Heather Sprague shared her side of the story. She explained how Hunter had been bullying, using bad language, and threatening store staff. This all happened in front of Sprague's children. When Sprague started recording the incident, Hunter's aggression turned towards her, and Hunter coughed in her face. The judge, James Ruth, watched the video and criticized Hunter for not showing enough regret in her statements and apology. He noticed that she seemed more focused on how the viral video affected her and her family, and not much on how the victim felt. Despite an initial agreement for probation, Judge Ruth decided to sentence Hunter to 29 days in jail because of what she did. He emphasized that the impact on the victim should be taken seriously and expressed his disappointment in Hunter's behavior. This incident happened when Heather Sprague was at the Pier 1 store. She saw Hunter's angry behavior and recorded it on her phone. Then, Hunter's anger turned towards Sprague, and she made rude gestures and coughed at her before leaving with a child. Heather Sprague, the victim, has a brain tumor and a weaker immune system. She shared the video and the incident on Facebook right after it happened. Sprague wore a mask during the encounter and didn't interact with Deborah Jo Michelle Hunter. 4 days later, Sprague contacted the police because she hadn't been feeling well since the coughing incident. She was scared and anxious, especially because of her health condition. She believed Hunter's deliberate coughing was an attempt to harm her when she was already vulnerable. Sprague spent days looking for a place to get tested for COVID-19, fearing she might have been infected. She worried about her 10 children as well. Thankfully, the COVID-19 test came back negative. Still, she was deeply disturbed by Hunter's actions, thinking that Hunter either wanted to make her sick or scare her intentionally. Lena Hernandez. Lena Hernandez, 54 years old, from Long Beach, was caught on camera multiple times this year delivering angry and offensive speeches against Asian Americans at a park in Torrance. In one instance, she told a woman who was exercising, "Go back to whatever expletive Asian country you belong in." And in another, she used a fake Asian accent to criticize a man and to tell him to go home. She chose to plead no contest to a charge of misdemeanor battery. In return, she got a 47-day jail sentence, 3 years of probation, and had to attend anger management classes. She was also told to stay at least 100 yards away from the victim and the mall where the attack happened. However, the victim and the others upset by Hernandez's racist comments were unsatisfied with the outcome. They believed she should have been given a harsher punishment, feeling that this light penalty reflected a lack of value placed on the safety of Asian Americans. After these incidents became public, the victim of the mall attack, Casey Lynn Salmanow, went on Twitter to share that Hernandez had assaulted her at a mall in Torrance the previous year. Salmanow claimed the police did not take her complaint seriously when she first reported it. Salmanow described the attack in court, explaining that Hernandez verbally attacked a custodian at the mall. When Salmanow tried to step in, Hernandez physically attacked her. Despite her attempts to defend herself, Salmanow recounted how Hernandez pushed her to the ground, pulled her hair, held her down, and repeatedly punched her on the back of her head. Salmanow asked the judge to reject the plea deal during the court proceedings. She said she still deals with the psychological trauma from the assault. The incident made her avoid places she used to enjoy, fearing she might encounter Hernandez again in their community. After Hernandez's park tirades went viral, the Torrance City Attorney's Office filed a criminal complaint against her for battery. This eventually led to her arrest on misdemeanor battery charges related to the mall attack. Melissa Harwick. Our next Karen is the most Karen of them all. Melissa faced charges after her shocking attack on a judge. During a domestic violence complaint hearing against Melissa Harwick by her husband, Judge Jennifer Upchurch Edwards presided. However, Harwick's reaction was far from typical. Displeased with the proceedings, she took a shocking step forward, leaping over the bench and directly attacking the judge. Investigators have brought forward additional charges against Melissa Harwick, including intimidating a participant in a legal process, terroristic threatening, and resisting arrest. The incident unfolded in a courtroom captured on video where Harwick attempted to physically assault a Wayne County family court judge. Initially, she was charged with contempt of court. Scheduled for arraignment, Harwick's actions left officials in Kentucky County stunned. While divorce hearings can often get heated, the recent incident took an unprecedented turn. The incident left even those who are familiar with legal proceedings shocked. The circuit clerk, who has 20 years of experience, admitted that he had never seen such a thing before. A court security officer named Adam Dodson agreed, saying he had also never witnessed anything like that. He, along with two others, had to step in quickly to control Harwick's aggressive behavior. Even as Harwick was being led out of the courtroom, her yelling at the judge could still be heard. Thankfully, Judge Edwards was not physically harmed by the attack. In response to this, Harwick is going to face criminal charges for the threats she made during the incident. A new judge will be assigned to handle her case. Currently, she is in jail for contempt of court, and there's a possibility that more charges could be added in the near future, according to the authorities. Kerry Waterman. When the well-known band The Black Keys was about to perform in town, an unexpected clash of beliefs sparked a religious controversy in Chagrin Falls. A religious group led by Kerry Waterman strongly opposed the band's appearance, labeling them as satanic. The disagreement escalated into a heated conflict that shook the town. Kerry Waterman, a prominent member of the protesting group, organized rallies on the streets, passionately demanding a meeting with the town hall to express their concerns. The situation quickly gained attention and became a focal point of tension within the community. After persisting efforts, Waterman's request for a meeting was granted. However, what happened during the meeting was strange and nonsensical. Waterman documented her experiences in the courtroom, capturing moments of her emotional breakdowns and claims of being attacked. The judge responsible for maintaining order struggled to control the situation as Waterman's composure seemed to crumble. The situation then took an ironic turn as observers noticed that Waterman's own behavior appeared odd, almost as if she was acting strangely and, paradoxically, as if influenced by a strange force. Amber Rocco. Amber Rocco made headlines when she was captured on film using offensive racial language while holding a knife in a parking lot in McMinnville on Christmas Eve. The altercation began over a parking dispute involving the Robertson family. One of the victims recorded and shared the disturbing incident on Facebook, shedding light on Rocco's aggressive behavior. The victims reported that Rocco used racial slurs and physically confronted them. She allegedly spat on and slapped the boyfriend of one of the victims. The situation escalated further when Rocco brandished a knife, leaving the couple feeling genuinely threatened. Law enforcement acted swiftly, leading to Rocco's arrest shortly after the incident. In the end, Rocco admitted guilt to the charges she was facing. Consequently, she received a 30-day prison sentence and 3 years of probation. Interestingly, the story took an unexpected turn. Rocco found herself involved in a similar racially charged situation yet again. This time she allegedly used mace against her neighbor, Barbara Helderman Kinney, while using racial slurs. The altercation began when Rocco sprayed Helderman Kinney with mace during a snow shoveling incident, accompanying the act with derogatory comments telling her to go back to Mexico. Security cameras at Helderman Kinney's residence captured the entire incident. There you have it, folks. If you enjoyed our content, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.